Welcome in, y'all. I'm Keri Kenney, and I'm super excited and honored to be sharing some space with you today. The hope is to move with the energies and the capacity of where you are right here, right now, and give you some space to connect with body, movement, breath, intention. And right now, there's this energetic theme we just had yesterday, the new moon in Pisces, which, fun fact, I'm a double Pisces, sun and rising. So I resonate so much anytime big feels, big changes, adaptability, and dreaming. Dreaming with all my heart, my spirit, my soul for something so very aligned to the heart and the highest, healthiest, most free and abundant for all. So that was yesterday. And big themes right now of release and allowing that which no longer serves, supports, aligns with, feels right. Maybe the shell is a little bit too small, maybe the frequency is a little bit off, honoring that thing inside you that is sharing the wisdom from within of what it is and as I ride that wave in frequency, I absolutely am aware of how challenging that can be as we operate in a world currently as it is. But we are here to dismantle the status quo. We are here to create new conditions where we can all thrive and be and have and sustain in sacred and universal ways. We are the dreamers. We are the ones, which means we also have some great and integral work to do within our own selves and noticing maybe that which needs to be released, that which you've been holding on to just a little too tight and a little too long. And maybe in this space together today, if you feel called, just allowing the shifts to happen as they need to, not having an attachment to the outcome of what this space will do for us, but being open and receptive to what is here to also be received. So I welcome you in, y'all. We'll see what the shifts bring in this space, as well as the energy and the invitation to think about, to consider, to feel into what needs to be released, what needs to be released, what needs to be released within your own selves, within your own patterns, within your own belief systems, within the ways you think or see or care for yourself and others. What needs to be released. And as we find some space today for comfort, as we just arrive in whatever capacity, for me, kneeling feels really good right now. So I just have my knees bent. I'm sitting a little bit on my heels. That's not always the sweet spot for me or everybody. So find what feels good for you. And let's just start to really think about how we are, what's present, what's needed, what's necessary, what's now for you. As you also take in the environment you're in, and you have full reins. You have full reins and control of the conditions of this environment to the best of your control, that is, right? So if you want to add in different lighting, music, get props, lay back, relax, just be in the space together. Whatever feels called and just, you can take as much time as you need. But I'm just going to start settling into the space of my body, and I invite you to do the same. Any shifts, shoulders, any movement, breathing out, space in between, that settling into your body and finding that stillness. Please take it, make it, create it. Eyes don't have to be closed, they can be open, they can be soft. And just taking a few breaths here as we allow our bodies to breathe and rise, that gentle rise as the inhales come in And as we release that inhale, feeling that energy of release, exhaling, sighing, softening, and a little contraction seeing it through. As we get to the bottom of every breath, just kind of feeling that pause for a moment before inviting in another inhale or allowing it to simply happen. Feeling again these breaths, this rise, these falls, this release, this very presence of you and me here in this now. What a blessing, what an honor. Calling in all that loves us, knows us, sees us, supports us, our ascension, our evolution, our presence, our capacities in this world. May we have the courage as well as the clarity to let go of that which needs to be released. And in the space, be open without the need of knowing that which it is or will be. As it comes, as it finds, as it frees. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you so much for being here and being you and being with me as I am in this world. I've come into some gentle rocking, just kind of letting my shoulders go back and my shoulders go forward. You might even feel like a little bit of tilting in the pelvis as we just start to bring in some movement. Not losing sight of the space where we're connected to the earth, the ground, we're held, we're here, we're integral, and we're whole. And maybe even deepening that breath, y'all, as we just kind of ride these waves, a few more ins and outs, releasing the need to know how this practice will be or go, and just present to the sensations of your body, presence to the sensations of your soul, your spirit, your needs, your wants, desires, all that needs to be cared for and all that is cared for. A few more. I kind of started just kind of moving my arms around some circles, still folding forward and back. And just kind of trust yourself, y'all, in this space when you're with me, in any space, here now, forevermore. I invite you to move in a capacity that feels like you, not what looks like me. Knowing the difference between discomfort and pain, and always allowing that which you need. So I'm kind of just allowing my spine to move left to right now. I started kind of low to the ground, and now I'm going to keep my heart a little more elevated and up. And even slowing it down with some side bends left to right. As the movement slows down, even allowing the breath to do the same. Lengthening the inhales, lengthening the exhales. Thank you for being here with me, y'all. Finding the balance for you. We'll meet up when it's time. My arms are stretching up, my palms are finding that prayer and slowly just coming over the mind into that heart space, down deeply. Let's come up and over the legs, the lap, couple cows, couple cats, pressing that ground away. Gently bringing the navel into the spine. Out. Constriction, limit, just connectivity, awareness, breath, body, strength, will. Beautiful, yeah. And just again, that beautiful question tonight or today or whatever time it is. What do we need to release? What comes right to the forefront of the mind or even the expansiveness of the heart? that gut. We'll let the exhale, when you're ready, just kind of take us into a down dog and just allowing some shifts, some movement, knees bending, head shaking, some yeses, some nos, some maybe so's. And just taking up a little bit more space and being narrow. And letting that body breathe. We're going to roll out to a plank. Finding the alignment of the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists, those heels reaching back equally, and knees can always come down. Not here to suffer, not here to push, to pull. Release that idea and be with the needs, the strength, the integrity that's already present, already here. One more inhale. Let's lower through our chaturanga, lowering the heart, the hips, the tops of the legs and feet. And then we're going to let the breath in lift our heart. And exhale, take it down. 2 more. Heart can lift as high as it feels free, opening, and these can totally stay present to the floor. Sound effects encouraged. As I rise back up, you rise back up, curl the toes, down dog. And let's start to walk our feet, y'all, to the back of our hands, forward fold, nice and wide, nice and wide, nice and wide on the mat. Knees as soft as you need, elbows bending, just like allowing a little bit of movement from the shoulders, the hips, really grounded through the feet, big toe, second, third, fourth, fifth. Feel that energy going down the heels, the inner and the outer edges of those feet. And any edges that you can. We'll let an inhale take us into a halfway space, hands on the shins, blocks earth and heart, nice and parallel in between sky and ground. Spine is long. One more inhale and then exhale, fold down, press off your feet and rise. Hands come down to the side. I'm going to just take a nice big side bend. Inhale to ground, exhale, release and bend, and just feel that energy of. We'll come back up through center. Hands through the heart, palms forward. Keep the right foot forward. Let's step the left foot back. Toes are turned out a little bit. Warrior one. And as we bend into the right knee, take the arms all the way up. And then start to straighten the right leg. The heels are grounded. Belly is gently folding down. Fingertips going back. And then we'll bend back into the right knee and rise back up. Really feeling the connection of that back left pinky toe. Breathing with it, straightening the right leg, bending right knee. Maybe even like a little arch in the back. Flowing through that a couple more times. Pyramid, warrior one, through pyramid, and back. We'll rise back up through warrior one. Drishti, gaze forward, right foot rooted, a little lean of that heart as we lightly lift the left toes, left knee comes up, and we gently bring it down, and that will shake out. Release. Inhale, hands up, side bend. Release the idea that this has to be perfect to any capacity, y'all. What is that? We're just meeting ourselves, okay? Left foot's going to stay forward this time. We're going to step the right foot back lightly. Check in with the toes, heels, knees. Find that alignment. Find that stance that supports you. We'll bend into the left knee, warrior one, rising up. And with your breath, letting the hips stretch back, letting the left leg extend. Pyramid, bringing it down. Warrior, bringing it up. And really feeling the energy of the heels, the legs, that lower body, stable, strong, rooted, and that upper body's ability to do what feels free. Release the pattern, release the past imprints of what we think this has to be. Just be as you are, y'all. Warrior one as we come up, taking a breath, drishti, that focus, really grounded through that left foot, leaning the heart a little forward. Ooh, and lightly lifting up that right foot, knee through, wiggles, wobbles, good step, ground up, side bend. Beautiful, come back through. Right foot stays forward, warrior one, inhale. Exhale, fold as we straighten. Inhale, bend right knee, rise back up. Ground through the right foot, left foot lifts. Gently come back through, inhale, side bend. Inhale, side bend. Inhale, big breath. Left foot stays forward, right foot steps back, warrior one, inhale. Exhale, fold. Here. Inhale, bend into the left knee, rise back up. Exhale, root through the left foot. Ooh, stepping through, inhale. Side bend. Jazz hands if you need them, y'all. Jazz hands if you need them, y'all. Come on, what are we holding on to that could be released, shed energetically? Physical tension, the thoughts, the idea that we need to know, okay? Just shake it out with me. Shake it out with me. Let the legs jiggle. Let the butt jiggle. Just let it go. Come on. Release. Next 3, 2. Even here, where you like holding back. And 1. And then come into some stillness. The shape that you need, the shape that feels like you. And just breathe, dear one. Just breathe. Even here, with love, with compassion, human to human, hurt to hurt, healing to healing, hope to hope, y'all. Even here, what can be softened? What can be released? You're worth the time, you're worth the patience, you're worth the effort, you're worth the energy. You're worth it. Big breath, big breath, big breath into you. Receive, receive, receive. And exhale when you're ready. Release, release, release. Let's do that 2 more times. Receive, receive, receive. And release, release, release. Receive, receive, receive. Release, release, release. Let the body just find and feel into the natural rhythm of your own breath, your own body, your own being. We'll go really slow here, y'all. One last time. Right foot stays forward. We'll step the left foot back, spiral the toes, bend the right knee, tracking with that second toe, feeling the back left pinky toe, and you're here. And let go as we fold and hinge. Shake it out even a little bit. We'll bend into the right knee. We'll rise back up, warrior one. Open your heart a little. And as lightly as you can, moving into the right foot with the left toe. Bringing it through side bend. This round feel any different? Any more free? Just trust in yourself. Who cares what it looks like? How can it be? How can you be? So last time, left foot will be forward, right foot's gonna step back. I'm gonna root through those heels, that back right pinky toe. Ooh, so pivotal to that grounding. Left knee bending, tracking with my left second toe, rising up, big inhale. And then like, exhale as we fold, we hinge, we allow. Bend back into left knee, rise your heart up, inhale, one. Maybe even bending the elbows. Left foot rooted. Breathe it through. Side bend. Both sides, both sides, both sides. Big breath. Knees bend. We're going to come down. Have fun with it. Have fun with it. Transitions are not always neat. Organized, succinct. It's a process, right? It's a process. And in release, we do have to trust that process, that things might feel a little like, whoa, at first, or even throughout. Let's not put a timeline on it, right? Like, let's not put that expectation. We just have to meet the present moment and remember that everything we do with this here and now creates the future. And in that future, may we see ourselves happy, healthy, free, well, supported, shining, a beacon for so many. Because if we know that, we can extend that. And we cannot bypass ourselves in the in-between. So once again, and I'll probably say it once again and once again and once again, cycle down. Wiggle my toes. Oh, what needs to be released? What needs to be released? And a little extension of one leg. Another loose and another side. And you would trust the in-between of what we allow to shed, shift, dissolve, go, and what that spaciousness is going to bring. It's going to allow, if we allow, if we trust ourselves, if we know where enough's been enough, and we're ready to cut that cord, break that cycle, shift that pattern, become what it is you know you're here to be. We're going to come into a comfortable seat, or you might feel more inclined to recline back, lay on your belly, put your legs up the wall. I'm going to guide us into just a little bit of breath work, a little bit of centering, a little bit of savasana, a little bit of stillness. And then today I did feel called to bring my totems, animals, the guides, the teachers, the spirit world, medicine cards. I'm going to be sitting with these as well as we kind of do the centering together. So finding comfort Releasing any idea that you're not worthy of ease or support, coloring outside some lines, taking up all the space, and feeling all the softness. Be it seated, reclined on belly, in chair, whatever shape you are in this very moment, can you just take these next few breaths and thank the whole of this shape and this whole beautiful spirit that resides from within, much bigger than this shape, not defined by this shape or limited by this shape. You know, we gotta care for this capacity. Please, again, just thanking who you are as you are. And then noticing even here, or maybe any sort of tension, old pattern, old belief can be released. We just kind of sigh our body with that next breath. We're letting it linger off that tongue. You might bring those hands to your heart, your belly, or just allow them to maybe take some tension with this next inhale in. And then just release into softness with this next exhale. Bringing awareness to the top of your head and any sort of hold that can be released. You allow it. Bringing that same awareness to your shoulders, your neck, jaw. Any sort of room for release, softness, even space. Can you allow it? Bringing awareness to your chest, your arms, your elbows, your very wrists. Any room for release, softness, please. Will you allow it? Gently bringing the awareness to your belly, right below the rib cage, down through the navel, the sides, the low back, and even here. Where are you holding? And can we make some more space? Just release. Soften. Down to the hip. Down to the legs. Down through the shins, the calf muscles, the heels, the arches, the toes. How are you holding your body? And where's there room for release? Trust. Softening into the stability. Right at your back. Here for you. We release the doubts. It defeats the divides that keep us from knowing there is so much here for us, wanting us happy, wanting us prosperous and well, abundant and joyful, happy, healthy, and free. May we release the blocks, the barriers from any idea that we are unworthy from these joys. These adventures that bring us closer into alignment with who we are, who we've been born to be, and who we are to one another. Can release the fears that keep us from that full faith forward, letting go of the things that hold us back or feel tethered, tangled, knotted, no longer. Can we release the very need to know what is next? Just trusting we are open-hearted and willing, a vessel of virtue in this victorious world of love. May all that gets in its way be released with gentleness and grace, courage and confidence. All that we need and more. As we remember, we are all we need and more. May we take a few more breaths here. Release, release, release. Gentle movement, whatever you need. Releasing the script, releasing the pattern, and just being with your body, your breath, and the needs of this now. You can stay, recline, you can come up, whatever you need, y'all, whenever you need it. I am just so grateful. I'm going to give these a shuffle and just see what kind of comes up, especially from that prayer, meditation, practice, embodiment, whatever we want to call it, y'all, that we just did, right? Like all those things that just keep us distracted, all those things that just keep us perpetuating the very thing we know we just want to break free from. Trusting. I only work with love and light. I only work with the highest frequencies possible, ascended to love, the creator of all this miraculous nature and nurture and spirit and humanity. And I call that many things. So please know whatever you believe in is welcome always in my spaces. And it's just love and light. And we know that's not all there is in the world, but that's what I work with. So I'm naming it now, only love and light. And this card is for the highest of you and me. They're animals, they're spirit animals. We'll see what happens, okay? I always ask that they. What do we need to know? Especially with this energy of fox and buffalo, y'all. Okay, fox and buffalo. Let's see what fox and buffalo have to say as they flew right out. Fox, where are you? Under the ferns, become in the forest so I can learn. Are you watching, invisible to me, trying to teach me to become a tree? All right. Natural gift of fox is the ability to adapt to winter by changing color like the chameleon. Fox medicine involves adaptability, cunning, observation, integration, and swiftness of thought and action. It's a sign that you're become like the wind, which is unseen, yet is able to weave into and through any location or situation. So that bigness, that vastness of who you are. And kind of like visualizing what it is you want. So it talks about visualizing your surroundings full of colors of location you are in, see yourself in your mind's eye, moving with stealth and grace, unheeded by others. If you do it right, it works. So just how maybe the exit. So like if you leave a party unnoticed or become become as unobstructive as a piece of furniture, watching the developing drama of the subjects you are studying. So like just taking a perspective of looking at what's going on in the most like smooth, they say stealthy, maybe like the least amount of harm for the exit, the release, the cord that needs to be cut, the cycle that needs to end, the relationship that maybe needs a boundary, right? There's so many things. Um, and just that, don't forget that we can be silly and brilliant as we camouflage and move and take note of what's happening, but don't need to like get enmeshed in what's happening. That's what's kind of coming up for me with Fox. I'd be totally interested what you think, but this is from the medicine cards. And then Buffalo. So Fox just feels to me right now like, I don't know, maybe it doesn't have to be a dramatic release. Like you can totally have your own drama time. I get that, but like what others might see or how you might even project yourself doesn't have to be this big ordeal. It can just be smooth and observant, and maybe even observing how people perceive your own relationship with shifting and adjusting and growing and changing, releasing and returning, like all those cycles of life, but finding the one that actually can allow you to grow and prosper and be aligned to who you were born to be. So I just want to share that as we move on to Buffalo. Prayer and abundance, dude. Prayer and abundance. Buffalo, you bring us the gifts of life. Hear our prayers, smoke rising like phoenix. We are reborn within the sacred words. Right. All animals are sacred, but in many traditions, white buffalo are the most sacred. It's a sign that your prayers are being heard and that the promises of prophecy are being fulfilled. White buffalo signals a time of abundance and plenty. Keep getting the word abundance. Buffalo medicine is also knowing that abundance is present when all relations are honored as sacred and when gratitude is expressed to every living part of creation. Ooh. So abundance is present when we're like aware of just how interconnected and dependent we are upon each other, and how every choice, every release, every pattern, new, healthy, old, no longer, right, that impacts. And I'm also hearing that our prayer was heard, which is very exciting. Just asking that we might use our energy in prayer. It's an important time of recognizing the sacredness of every walk of life, albeit different from your own. So I'm thinking of all the genocides that are happening right now and the discomfort that brings to even name that for people, right? Like to use your prayer. Sometimes even for me, it's like, what is my power in this moment. And it can be prayer along with, doing your best to learn all that you can about all that you do not know, yet you do know what is inhumane and unjust. So right now, Buffalo's saying, y'all, power up, prayer for all, not single, but abundant, 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 right? To every and all. Buffalo medicine is a sign that you achieve nothing without the aid of the Great Spirit, and that you must be humble enough to ask for that assistance and then be grateful for what you receive. So I'm hearing support, and we name and get intentional and clear about what we no longer want or need, and being open to that loving, kind, just presence and all the support it brings. The gifts of synchronicity, signs, signals, messages, finding one another, like you're here with me now. Pretty neat. So, Fox and Buffalo definitely supporting release and abundance, and reminding us, y'all, there is no separation. So I thank you. I thank you for sharing time and space with me, and always open, receptive to how this was of support or how it could be better. And if you had a beneficial time, please consider subscribing to the channel, leaving some comments, and just knowing that anyway I can hold some space for the spaciousness that you are and deserve. That's why I'm here. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I bow deeply. And we'll take one more big breath in together. And then release, y'all, release, y'all, release. Release.